Good morning. My name is Alan Stevenson with Stevenson Caregivers. So today I wanted to talk about some of the challenges that come with caregiving. I'd like this video and all the videos that we have to help others who are actually in the position that we are in. Um, so being a caregiver is, some people think, oh, well, I can get paid to take care of my um, parent or my um, whoever's sick in the family, my family member. There are some major red tape that you have to go through in order to get that kind of pay. It's not easy. It requires organization, knowing who to call, constantly having to call them back. You may call one company and then have to call them back the same day, or call a different company that's, of course, contracted with the government, depending on the different programs that are available for your particular the person that you're caring for. We had a situation where we had to call because of some insurance changes, and we were hung up on. My wife was actually doing the phone calls, and we were hung up on like 3 different times by some agents that were handling the calls at this particular company. It was a government contracted. I'm not here to bash any companies. I'm not even going to go there, but it's pretty much across the board with the government contracted companies. Mainly, I would assume, because of government funding being so low. Maybe they can't hire people that are reliable, or do their job well, do customer service well. But yeah, it took us literally all day long to make these phone calls, fax over information. It's going to help to have a fax machine if you have to do this kind of stuff. Um, so having access to that would be very, very helpful. But yeah, there's so many things that come along with caregiving that people don't really think about. They may think it might be a glamorous. I guess some people may think it might be awesome because I get to be kind of a stay-at-home uh, caregiver. It's not that easy. So my wife and I were married in June 24th, 2016. And I will say, since the whole stroke happened, before that, we've had nothing but misfortune. We've had 2 pretty bad accidents, where the first one I was nearly killed. The second one, everybody in the car was hurt, and we had the whole family with us. It was the only person we didn't have, thankfully, was Maylene. But anyways, the bottom line here is that we're down to one vehicle that we can drive, and I've had this car for 8 years. And I have to work on it constantly to keep it running. I've had to do all sorts of stuff to get it back up and running, and to pass inspection and so forth. the answer to your question, if you're looking at being a caregiver, is are you willing to sacrifice having a new car, living in a really nice house? Um, some people have certain dreams they want to do, like maybe go to school. Um, that stuff, depending on the level of care you're giving in our situation, it's 24 hours. We have mental issues that we have to deal with Maylene. We have all sorts of stuff, and it's not in the cards for us, unfortunately, because of the situation that we're in. We're not able um, to do those things. Um, we have to drive a car that we don't make payments on. It's an older model car, so we have to worry about maintenance. We have one vehicle that we can drive um, our family around in, and it if something happens to it, which is going to soon at some point, I'm going to have to do some more repairs on it. I know for one thing it needs a timing belt. If that goes out, then it'll probably destroy the motor. So I have to do that very, very soon. Don't have the money for it, but um, and it's going to take me a lot of time, which I work, so I don't have a ton of time to do this stuff. So another thing, after we got married, we purchased our first home in July of 2018. We purchased it in Kaufman County and Kaufman County, Texas. And I'll say this: my parents, their house is probably valued. It's valued higher than our house. Their taxes are, their property taxes are roughly 2,500. If we lived there, it might be more like three for the same house. But we live in Kaufman County, and we got our tax bill, and it was over $7,500. I have no idea how we're going to pay this. Um, no idea. And it was just an unfortunate thing that we ended up being in a county in an area where there's property taxes, and then there's also MUD or MUD district taxes. Once you add the two together, it's 7,500 plus. Our escrow had not allowed for that, so we can expect our payments for our house to skyrocket um, because of we have to pay back the amount for this year and then pay back the taxes. I have no idea how we're going to pay for that either. So I guess the moral of the story here and what I'm trying to let you guys know is that yes, you could probably do this, but it we started this process in 2016, and here we are over 3 years later, and we're still struggling to get everything together and make ends meet. It's a constant battle. We don't get to go out. We're at home all the time. We have to be to care for Maylene. We don't have people who can take over and watch her. If we want to go on a date night or something like that, my wife and I, we haven't done that in years. We're constantly at home, always, and taking care of her. And it's can be a sheltering lifestyle, the kind of lifestyle that some people just would go stir crazy over. So I really just wanted to do this video to kind of explain to some of you who may be considering this, to let you guys know that I mean, yes, it can be done, but there are sacrifices that you're going to have to make to get there. And if you guys ever have any questions, you can email us. You can Facebook message us. Feel free to reach out to us. Our website, www.stevensoncaregivers.com. gives you some access to contacting us for any, if you have any questions. We can't give legal advice. Obviously, we're not an attorney. But if there's something maybe that you might have a question about that we could maybe give you some of our experience and what we went through. Um, maybe I'll do a video on that. If you just message me, I'll throw together a video on whatever you're talking about. Um, but anyways, I just wanted to do this quick video. Like I said, please look down below the video or around the video somewhere, depending on where you're viewing this from, in Facebook or YouTube. Our YouTube channel is now Stevenson Caregivers, and just subscribe to our videos. We'd love that. We'd like to get a following going, so that people can kind of find us. Share us, please. Share our story. We have links to our story everywhere, on Facebook, and I'm not really on Twitter too much, but we're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then of course our main website. So please share, like. Appreciate your time today, guys. I know this video was a little long. Our GoFundMe link is going to be probably below or somewhere around in this area. So if you'd like to make a donation, every little bit counts. Even if it's just $1, whatever you can give. If not, please just help us share our story. That's going to be helpful to us, because one of our goals here is to get these videos out to other people who may be considering doing this. Maybe go over some different things and answer some questions people might have about caregiving. So share, subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and hope you guys have a great week. Thank you.